Well, we'll start off with US markets. Of course, a few numbers came in the US in terms of economic statistics. One was the December producer price index, which rose 1/5% month on month. It was expected to come in around 0.4% higher, but it's coming slightly lower, which is good. But when we look at it on year basis, it's going up 9.7%, which is the highest since 2010. So real strong jump in PPI coming through. Indices though were up this week. When we look at it on a weekly basis till Wednesday, they were up. In fact, the S&P 500 was up 1.2% and the Nasdaq was up around 2% before yesterday. And interest rates had gone into reversal mode. So last week as well as early this week, we saw interest rates, or rather the 10-year bond yield, going up all the way to 1.8%, which is a 30 bip gain over the start of the year. And what we then saw is that a reversal had happened, around an 8 bip reversal had happened all the way up to Wednesday, and now it's stable over there. So probably there is a partial reversal of some of last week's skepticism that's happening this week. That was what the sense was on Wednesday. However, when we look at the benchmark indices on Thursday, all three US benchmark indices fell. And in fact, investors were seen rotating out of growth stocks and into value stocks. So indices on Thursday reversed nearly all of the gains that it had made this week, with the Dow down 0.5% on Thursday, the S&P 500 closing almost 1.5% lower, and that is ahead of, mind you, major banks disclosing their earnings on Friday. And the Nasdaq was down a whopping 2.5%, with in fact pretty much almost all tech names from Microsoft to Apple taking small hits and thereby leading the index lower. When we look at the initial jobless claims that came in for the week ending 8th of January, that came in slightly higher than projected, around 15% higher than was projected. So that was the other number which kind of came out. Moving on quickly to Europe. European markets were mixed. They were a mixed bag. The DAX was slightly higher, around 0.1% higher. The FTSE was up around 15 basis points. But the CAC and the Stock 600 both were pretty much flat. In fact, down around 3 to 5 basis points. So it was quite a not so happening market in Europe, especially yesterday. Markets in Asia were mixed yesterday, but have started today strongly in the red. The